Hi, welcome to Peiwen's Note. Today, I'm very happy to introduce the amazing and hilarious duo, Igudesman and Joo. Hi. Oh my God.
Hello.
Hello, Peiwen. Thank you for having us on your show.
It is a pleasure to be here in Italy.
We are in Taipei.
Oh, sorry, I made a mistake.
You play too many concerts.
God, it's hot in here. Oh, that's better. Hi, hey, Peiwen, how are you?
Hi, Aleksey.
Hey, you can take it off now.
It's really difficult to breathe in here. I think that's why actually Darth Vader breathes like that, because it's difficult to breathe.
It's probably the.
I think if he took it off,
if you would be like,
he'd breathe.
Oh my God! It's like, God damn it, the bloody suit. But I think the whole point is that he had some kind of problem with his breathing, right? That's why he's wearing it, or something happened to him.
Is this like if he had if there was his son, like Junior Darth Vader, and they were in a plane, and they had to put the Darth Vader mask on, he'd have to put his mask on first. Before he puts the father's mask. But Luke Skywalker is his son. Oh, wow. Okay.
Anyways,
welcome to Taipei.
Thank you very much.
What a pleasure for you to come to my show.
Thank you.
Because I watched you perform about 2 years ago with Anesso in Taiwan.
Yes.
Nobody can do classical music better than you guys as a comedy, and
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, except for Maradona and Alfred Hitchcock.
Maradona and Alfred Hitchcock. They are actually our great idols in classical music.
In many ways. Alfred Hitchcock because you never know what's going to happen, and Maradona because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. But how did you make all your concerts so successful in your ways? What is your secrets?
Paying the audience.
Yes, we pay the audience. That's especially in Taipei.
Yes.
This is Taipei.
Actually, that's also the only Thai people pay to come to our show.
Exactly. Yes. The other people get money.
And now that we have Peiwen, it's like, well, when will you pay?
Peiwen. Yeah. So it's all about money.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about the concert you will perform on Halloween this Friday in Taipei.
We did bring those masks for a particular reason, because we like them. Because of course
we were asked by the NSO after our last show here, Big Nightmare Music. They said, we'd love to have you back, but could you do something special for us for Halloween?
Actually, we played a little horror movie. Well, one of the encores last time we played a piece that we do called Horror Movie, and Joyce, the wonderful director of the orchestra,
Joyce Joo.
Basically she said, "Oh, that's such a great number. Can you come back and do a whole program with Halloween?" And we said no, and then she forced us. She
forced us with Peking duck. And
she forced-fed us with Peking duck,
Xiaolong Pao, and said, "Look, if you she was just stuffing Xiaolong Pao." Said, "You will come." We said, "Okay." For Xiaolong Pao, we come.
And basically, we do have a lot of crazy, of course, it's us, crazy numbers, but a lot of numbers that do involve slightly scary stuff. It is called a Little Scary Concert.
It's called Scary Concert.
Well, a little.
Is it called a Little Scary Concert?
I think so.
Really?
I think
you know what it should be called, a Little Scary Concert.
It should be called a Big Scary Concert.
It should be called Big Scary Concert with orchestra. Let's change the title.
Would it be too scary for the little kids?
It will not be too scary for the little kids. It'll be funny scary. I think every kid is going to be laughing a lot.
We heard that everybody's dressing up for the concert.
Exactly. So we are going to go.
I don't know when this is going to air.
Okay, I'm going to go dress
up.
But
please, you have to
come dressed up.
We're going to go as Adam and Eve.
Which is totally legal, actually.
It is.
Because you're.
Well, I'll have a little leaf.
Yeah, well, that's what. It'll be lethal.
No, and we will have, come back to this mask. There is one piece where one of us will wear the mask and do. Basically, it's a really crazy, completely new, never before performed piece, except
for last week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's a piece basically where we combine Wagner with Jewish music. With klezmer, Jewish music, because he was a big fan of Jewish music and the Jewish culture.
I think that concept is scary in itself.
Exactly.
It's the combination of Wagner with klezmer.
Exactly, and then the Star Wars, the Darth Vader theme.
Dark side. Of course, there's no, secret double entendre.
No, there's no double meaning there.
We're not making any comparison between Wagner and Darth Vader. No,
not at all.
No, not at all.
Okay, I understand that you two met at a Menuhin school, right? And
Yes.
how old were you then? Do you remember?
Yes.
Well, I was.
I went to the Menuhin school when I was 10 years old.
Yes.
So I was about this high, like bonsai tree. Bonsai tree! And
but ego, big ego. Small man, big ego.
Yeah. And he came 2 years later, so we met at the age of 12.
We were 12 years old. But combined we were 24.
Yes.
But what do you two like when you were 12 years old?
Exactly the same as now, with less facial hair.
Yes. Actually, a lot less body hair.
Especially you.
Yeah, I have a lot more.
Now you have body hair.
Now I have body hair.
But the thing is,
even though I do, I'm starting to think about the shaving.
You are? Oh, good. Well, you should do maybe waxing. I think
lower regions.
Waxing and laser.
Because why should it be only the ladies who shave, right?
No, I agree.
The men can also do a little bit for the,
I agree.
So,
I totally agree.
Anyway,
I think Menuhin would have been proud.
He would have been proud.
Because he was very into purism and all of that.
Have you ever seen Menuhin in the school?
Of course. Many times.
Many times he performed with him.
Yeah, I had the really. I mean, one uses words like privilege too often, but it really was a special privilege to perform Beethoven Fourth Piano Concerto with him on the occasion of his 80th birthday concert in London at the Barbican. So that was really something very special. We all took lessons with him.
Yeah.
He heard our compositions. He conducted the orchestra. He took violin lessons. We took chain music with him. So really,
a lot of yoga.
Yeah,
he did a lot of yoga with us.
That's right.
Indian food.
Standing on the head and playing. That's why, I mean...
Really? Did he do that?
Well, I mean...
You don't know that he did
For
that?
a long time, I could only play everything upside down. You know what this is?
Except that's only funny if you.
It's
And your brain also turned upside down.
Ludwig van Nevotape.
Wow. The show is much funnier. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about your mockumentary film.
Which one?
Yeah, well, we have several things that we do on TV separately and together, and for the big screen, also for the cinemas. We've had something that we've done in the past, which was called Everything You Wanted to Know About Classical Music, which was aired in many different countries. More recently, I had my directing debut with a movie called Noseland, where Hyung-ki was in as well, and Julian Rachlin, and Misha Maisky, and John Malkovich, and Roger Moore, and God, and Gandhi, and a lot of people. So that was a really crazy, very special movie, which we shot in Julian's festival, and it's a kind of something to make fun of the business, the classical music business, which is generally what we try to do. And more recently, actually, there is a DVD coming out soon called Fantastic Duo. Fun, like F-U-N. Fantastic Duo, where as well there's several things of us performing with orchestras, us talking complete rubbish.
Like we are doing now.
Exactly. It really doesn't make sense what we say.
Yeah. But buy the DVD anyway.
Yes, buy it, because it supports a very good cause. Yes. It's our bank account.
Yes, that's true.
So.
Yeah.
And tell me about also your music education for the kids from age 8 to 88.
Yes, we have an education program called 8 to 88, and we just did it in Korea actually, and it's something we love doing. We feel very going to a place like the Igudesman Joo School, I mean, especially Menyun, as you know, he was very open-minded, and we had fantastic teachers at the Menyun School.
Just going to be tuning while you're talking.
Yeah, that's fine. And we had so much wonderful teachers who taught us to be creative and who let us be, who opened us up to be creative. And there's so many things in sort of classical music conservatories where you really don't focus on a lot of the things that are needed in the life of a musician. And what we found disturbing is that mostly teachers just teach students to just practice and win competitions and win auditions and just try to be perfect. But they don't really give the musicians skills. First of all, it's very important to have social skills. You need to be able to say please and shut up! And social skills are very important. And this is something that the sound engineer's ears are going, oh my God, my eardrums! And yes, so that's basically it. That's 8 to 88. In a nutshell, really.
Do you have anything to say about this kids program?
No, well, it's wonderful to work with kids because, you know, we really encourage them to be creative. I have no idea what you said because I was practicing, so some people are probably going to repeat.
You know, I think they're just going to edit all of this out.
Everything. They should just edit everything out. Everything we say, we should just have the questions of
her questions, Peiwen's questions, and then just us going yes, or say 1986.
Just
Beethoven.
Randomly.
Beethoven was always a good answer.
Never tip. That's Beethoven back.
Yeah. Well, they could just run that forwards.
So if
you said never tip.
Never tip. So if you go like
Beethoven, yeah.
So anyway, so we like to what we like to do with the kids is I mean, kids, they're really from the ages of 8 to 88. We've really had all ages of people participating.
All kinds of ages. I mean, we've had 8, we've had 9, we've had 10, 11.
We have had 12, 13.
Yeah, and we had 14 as well.
15.
Yeah, and there was also 16. There were a few 16-year-olds.
17. 18, of course. 19, 20. We had 21.
Yeah, I think we had 22 as well.
23.
I think we had
24, etc., etc.
Yeah, well, but we did have an 83-year-old.
Yes.
I think that was our oldest participant.
Was he 83?
I think 83 or 84. He was an octogenarian. Peiwen's thinking, why did I interview?
Yeah,
these
why?
Why am I got all beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm wearing my beautiful Issei Miyake. I interviewed all these wonderful, very famous classical artists.
Yeah, and now there's just these two idiots.
The thing is, you asked us when we met, and we met at the age of 12. The thing is, we are still 12 mentally. Yeah. That's the problem. And thank God we are. Actually, you know, on a more serious note, Robin Williams said something very interesting. He said, you know, he said, I'm afraid of growing up because if I do grow up, I'll be out of a job. And
that's interesting.
Yeah. So maybe this is why we still have a job, because we are just mentally still 12. No, but you know, one of the reasons why you liked the NSO show that we did here 2 years ago, and why the orchestra loves it, is because everybody has the inner child inside them. Everybody wants to be a child. And this is what a little scary concert is about too. I mean, all the kids are going to come. I mean, the show is open to all ages.
We're going to have Russian dancing in it.
People are going to be dressed up, and
we're going to have we're going to get the orchestra to do some Russian dances, and I think we're going to get the orchestra this time to run towards the audience in slow motion.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That's going to be special.
Yes.
Among such a busy time that you perform all over the world, and Aleksey, where do you find time to compose? Before you go to bed or after you wake up?
Mostly on the toilet. Actually, that's why he's.
No, that's called compost. That's not compost. That's compost.
Well, actually, I do sometimes.
His English is not his first language, so sometimes you have to kind of help him a little.
It's not my first either.
Well, I actually laid a different joke on the platter for you.
You mean the poo-poo platter?
No, because I said mostly on the toys. You should have said, well, that's why your music is so full of shit, right?
No, I would never say something like that. No. Poo-poo platter is much more fun.
Poo-poo platter!
Saying
sounds more Asian.
Because we're in Taiwan, but it's a gist, it's a dish.
Is it?
Yeah, of course. Why would I say poo-poo platter?
Because
What, just to go, poo-poo, ha ha. No, you go to a Chinese restaurant, there's a dish called poo-poo platter.
Have you ever had poo-poo platter?
No,
do you know what
never.
it is? I think he's just making it up.
No, I'm not making it up.
He's making it up. Forget about it.
I'm not making this up. I
guy's
talk a lot
making
of crap, but poo-poo platter. You know what? Yes, that's it. Poo-poo platter. There you go.
You sure it's not a Thai dish?
No. It's a Chinese dish. Probably they don't have it here. Probably here it's called something else.
Not in Taiwan. Okay.
Yeah.
Different name.
Yeah, probably.
We both compose a lot of music. We write a lot of music, and it's very, very important for us. We do literally write on planes, on trains, on automobiles, everywhere we can. Sometimes at night, sometimes
it's
in the
a good
middle.
movie. Planes, Trains, Automobiles.
It is a good movie, and a lot of fun.
We've just been commissioned by the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra to write a piece for them, and we dedicated it to Manfred Honeck. It's called An Austrian in America, and that's going to be world premiered in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Wow. Which city?
In
With
Pittsburgh.
the Pittsburgh Symphony,
Wow.
And,
with Honeck conducting.
And then we have a commission by the Düsseldorf Symphony Orchestra. We're writing a new concerto for violin and piano with orchestra, which we're going to world premiere, but we want other people to play it too. Of course, it'll have a lot of funny elements in it as well, but we are writing it so that anyone could play it.
There are basically no concertos for piano and violin. I mean, there's the Mendelssohn,
which is a great piece if you like repetition. If you want,
it was written by a 12-year-old.
It was written
actually,
by a 12-year-old.
It was written by a 12-year-old.
He was 12 years old, and actually, there are genius bits. We were thinking of actually taking it and rewriting it one day, but there is no real piece for violin and piano with orchestra. I mean, there's
the Martinu concerto, which is never played. Actually, great piece. Anybody watching this Martinu double concerto, play it. Yeah. Let their family have some royalties.
Igudesman Joo concerto.
Obviously.
Well, there was
we're still alive. So
we are still alive. Yeah. And there is another piece which was commissioned by the
Sion Festival.
Actually, there is another piece which was commissioned by the New York Philharmonic, which we are going to play.
Oh, that's right.
As the first piece in Scary Concert. It's called.
Are we supposed to say we're going to play or we did play? No. This interview is clearly before the concert, right?
Well, it doesn't matter. People watch it before,
after,
during the concert.
A lot of people should watch this interview during the concert.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, just at home instead of going to the concert.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
if you missed the concert, this is it, basically. It was just like this, except with less talking
funny and more
and funnier
and with music.
With great music.
Yeah.
So basically, there's also pieces which we've written for violin and piano, which we hope to publish soon. There's a lot of pieces I've published for violin duets.
On your printer, right, at home?
No. It's published on Universal Edition. A lot of violin duets, sonatas for violin and piano, and there's a piece as well called Lullaby for Leo for violin and piano by Hyung-ki, published on Universal Edition.
Oh, that's nice.
And so we write all the time.
That's amazing.
On toilet paper.
Yeah,
sometimes. Well, Picasso painted on napkins. I mean, when you're writing on the toilet.
Exactly.
You have an idea. Toilet paper.
Have you actually ever written on toilet paper?
I think I actually have written on toilet paper. Yes, I have. I've written. I don't remember what piece, but I've definitely written bits of music and bits of lyrics.
But I actually literally have written some music. It's actually embarrassing to say. It's for a movie actually. Where the film.
Oh, that's right.
track.
You write for the film, right?
Yes, exactly. and one of the things that I've written is literally I wrote it on the toilet, and it was a really serious.
But was it written
movie.
on toilet paper?
It was not. It was written on my computer, on my lap, on the toilet.
Don't touch his computer. It's a hygienic disaster area, as you can imagine.
Not so bad. Come on.
Yeah. I'm more afraid of his computer than Ebola virus. That's for sure.
Oh, tell me about your violin. It's a 1717 by
Yes, it's 5:15. Just after 5:15.
No, actually 17 minutes past 5.
17 minutes past 5.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, it's
in Europe. In Europe.
So
only in Europe.
Here it's
with the time
it's in
change,
the morning.
Yeah,
it's kind of in the morning.
And then we just change clocks, so it's very confusing.
It doesn't matter. But anyhow, no, it is from the year 1717, and a very, very nice, sweet, good-looking bank, Austrian bank called Erste Bank, is lending it to me, and it's a very beautiful instrument, and you can play.
You take everywhere.
F sharp. And that's one of the best notes on this violin, I think.
It even sounds good when I play it.
Yeah.
Look. I'll show you. This just shows you that it's all about the violin. It's not about the player.
Wow, that's very good.
I mean, I have to say, it sounds a little better with you, but it still has that beautiful tone. Sort of gypsy-like, kind of has a very gypsy.
Yeah, it's because you're playing Ravel again. That's why.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I read that when you were in manual school, you invented this karate piano.
Yes, well, I was picked on quite a bit at school, including this guy. He used to kick me in the nether regions. Anyway, completely forgot what I was talking about.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Karate
oh,
piano.
karate piano. Yes, I was
Like?
picked on a lot when I was at the manual school. I mean, I don't regret a single second of being at the manual school.
But you were going to say, don't regret a single second of being picked on. It's great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, well,
he's a masochist.
Yeah, masochist. No, this guy used to beat me up, and so did others. And I just thought, well, I still need to practice, but at the same time, I need to, defend myself from all these attacks. So I thought, let me develop a type of piano playing that involves self-defense. So I came up with this kind of karate piano, which meant that I could play and at the same time fend off all these attacks.
Well, basically, you're actually more or less taking your aggression out on the poor instrument.
Like every other pianist.
Like most other pianists.
Yeah, most other pianists. Yeah. Just bash the crap
out of
the
hell out of the instrument.
Bang the hell out of the instrument. Loud is good.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Yeah. There's a pianist called that.
Are you sure? Bang, bang?
Oh no,
I don't know. I don't think so.
Sounds
familiar though.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
I think you think of an actress. You think of a Chinese actress.
Ah, yeah. Shaolin Pao Bang Bang.
Yeah.
Well, besides you two often have the duo, and do you have time to do other chamber music and solo
we do.
concerts?
Yeah, sometimes duo becomes trio, and trio becomes quartet. And then quartet becomes quintet, and then quintet becomes sextet, and then sextet becomes septet. How long do you think I can go on for? Sire, tell me! Sorry, I just got into Amadeus mode there.
That's from the movie Amadeus. Which he wrote on a piece of paper. He wrote Amadeus the movie on a piece of paper.
Yes.
Toilet
paper.
Okay, may I ask a question? A lot of young musicians out there would like you to give them advice.
Okay, I will. Oh, sorry.
You said you.
Advice. Give a young musician advice.
Come to our shows.
Yes,
do everything that we do.
Yes.
Don't do it better than us. Come to our educational programs and learn about stuff. 8288.
That's very superficial.
Buy our DVDs. Clean your teeth. Oral hygiene, very important.
There we go.
Do not take your computer to the toilet. What else? Eat avocados. Good oils, good fats like peanuts, cashew nuts.
Pardon? No, I think the young musician of today is the old musician of tomorrow.
Very deep. That's fantastic. Yeah. That's really fantastic.
That's my wise saying.
I think our message to anybody who's actually watching this.
There are people watching this.
I know, but I think they would have switched off by now.
By now, they probably.
And the thing is, had you stayed, then you would have heard this incredible piece of wisdom from Igudesman Joo. That actually one of our big main messages is that we would love for people, all kinds of people, not just musicians, but just anyone and everyone, to be creative with music, creative in their lives. We find that people are so concerned with having to be categorized or having to make choices. Can I be a doctor or should I be a violinist? Or can I go into flower arranging or should I play tennis? You can do all of the above. You can do everything. You don't have to choose. And one doesn't have to play by somebody else's rules invented 5 minutes ago. We create our lives now. And there is no such thing as tradition. We are the ones that make the tradition, because you make a tradition by keeping it.
Exactly.
But if you're fresh and you're creative, then there can never be a chance for real tradition.
Tradition is wonderful in order to learn how to do something and then change it and develop it. The moment you get stuck. It's it. That you're killing the tradition.
That's true. Well, I mean, this is the case with classical music. As you well know, in the times of Mozart and Haydn, and even later the Romantic Schumann, Mendelssohn, I mean, these were crazy guys. These were people who had a great sense of humor, and concerts were much more fun. Musicians would improvise, musicians would talk to the audience, concerts would be varied. It was never 3 movements in a row. It was never, mustn't cough, we mustn't speak. Oh my God, let's just strangle ourselves.
It kind of started.
Mahler. I love Mahler.
I love Mahler too.
But he ruined classical music.
Well, he didn't ruin, but he ruined some of the experience.
He's my favorite composer.
Is he?
He's one of my favorite.
Come on, he's good, but he's
no. If I went to a desert island and I had to take 10 discs, one of them would be Mahler's Fourth Symphony.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But nevertheless, he was a stupid jerk.
Because he did this.
No, because he basically said, "Now there will be no." I think he spoke like that.
Probably he had
a little bit.
slightly Germanic
Jewish
accent.
Germanic accent, which I.
Now there will be no.
You must all be quiet when we play music, and you must not clap, and you must not clap between movements, and you must be very serious.
Basically, at the time of Mozart, there was a famous letter. Actually, not that famous, medium famous. Actually, there's a little-known letter by Mozart to his dad.
To his father,
saying, Daddy, it was such a great concert yesterday. I started playing my piano concerto and they loved it so much, they started clapping after the first theme and I had to stop and start again. Isn't that wonderful?
He was so proud of that.
Yeah, he was very proud of that.
Imagine if it happened today, that we'd be playing either a new concerto or playing a Mozart concerto, and people would start clapping after 16 bars. It would be scandal, like, you can't clap here after 16 bars, it's breaking the tradition. Yeah, well, go read up about Mozart, you silly old man.
Yeah. No, but seriously, so you know.
I was being serious.
Oh. Seriously.
I was being serious about being serious.
No, just serious. I just all I want to say is seriously. Seriously.
Yes.
Since you both play so well and dance so well and sing so well, but while you were growing up, who is your inspiration? Like, do you have an idol?
Well, to be perfectly honest, and he may cringe, but he's one of my biggest inspirations, actually. And
I don't cringe. I stand.
You get
proudly.
off on that. You get off on that. No, but it's true. No, he is really one of my biggest inspirations, and he's certainly one of the few people that's alive that's a big inspiration. From the dead people, I would say Glenn Gould is a massive inspiration.
I love Glenn Gould.
Menuhin, of course, and Gandhi. You know.
Well, of course, the Monty Pythons are big inspiration. For human comedy, actually, as well. Some of them have become. I mean, one of especially Terry Jones has become a dear friend who's also came to many of our performances.
Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie.
They are big
South Park, the
inspiration.
creators of South Park, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, Ron Atkinson.
And
these are all big heroes.
From the musicians alive, actually. One person who we were lucky enough to play many performances with is Gidon Kramer.
Actually, the first time we came to Taipei was with Gidon Kramer and his orchestra Kramer at the Baltica.
Yeah, we did a whole show together with him. And one of the most special moments is one time when we flew with Gidon to Moscow to perform there. We had to wait for a long line in a long line to go past control for the instruments. Customs in order to get in, and so I decided to practice. Of course, there was nowhere to practice, so I just went to the toilet. So I started practicing, just where the urinals are and people are basically pissing.
In Russia?
Yes, in Moscow airport, pissing next to me, and I'm practicing. And Gidon came in and he started taking photos of me practicing while people. So I had Gidon Kramer taking photos of me in the Moscow airport toilet while other people are pissing. I mean, that was such a special and emotional moment in my life. I
Basically,
always remember that.
As you can see, he spends a lot of time in the toilet, either with his computer or his violin.
Or with Gidon Kramer.
Or with Gidon Kramer.
Must because the toilet time are very quiet, so you could think.
but no, Gidon was and is a big inspiration.
He's still alive.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a wonderful inspiration because he's someone who stands for openness, for always reinventing himself and truly being an artist and musician.
How old is Gidon Kramer now?
How old?
Oh, he's very young.
Yeah, very young.
In his heart.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact age.
He's a little older than us. We're like 12.
Yes.
And
he's like 15.
15, 16. I think some parts of his body are like 18.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You guys are one of the kind. You guys are the king of the classical music comedy.
And you are the queen.
It's such a pleasure to have you to come to my show. And
thank you very much. You may kiss my hand. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for watching.